So inventory, a detonator. They give us a detonator. We don't have any remote bombs yet, but we will. Remote explosive devices. Eventually, we might use this. How do you use this again? Trigger, or you can set the frequency and then trigger them. Interesting. I think it's mostly junk that you don't really need this, but it might be interesting later on. Let me just give the shotgun shells to Stitch because he's the one with the shotgun. So knife, if you look at this stuff, range is 1, damage 3 to 13. So this is not very good. Like if you kind of run up next to someone and shank them. Colt 45 we're not going to use anymore. Hunting rifle. Oh, the cleaver, 8 to 16 range 1. So the cleaver is more damage than the knife. But again, you have to be right next to them. Buff out is a drug. Highly advanced steroids. While in effect they increase strength and reflex, is very addictive. This is Afterburner gum. Let's see. Filled with a rush of energy and strength. So this stuff, it gives you like extra strength, extra agility, extra strength. But they're addictive and you can suffer withdrawal symptoms. So they give you temporary stat boost at the risk of being addicted to it. Again, like not that useful. If you're playing Fallout, sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where you just need a few more stat points to do something, and you just kind of take a drug and do it. Like, if you're lockpicking, and you don't quite have the perception, or you don't quite have the intelligence, then you just kind of take a drug, and then you can open the door. But again, it's like, it's more for kind of just world building more than for tactical usage, because it's not that important, this stuff. Anyway, so the punch dagger, this is 7 to 16 damage, which is quite a bit for like a little dagger in your fist. Again, range 1, a melee weapon. This thing is 4 to 7, brass knuckles, range 1, again. Pump action shotgun is 14 to 24 damage. What is that? 10 to 19. But it's double barreled, so it's double that, so it's like 20 to 38. At the cost of 2 shells. This pistol is a Mauser, 6 to 14, range 20, not very good. This is your M9FS Beretta, 8 to 15, range 17, not that great again. The Uzi is not as good as your what's this? MP5. So the Broken Bottle is 3 to 7 damage, range 1. A Homemade Shiv, 3 to 7, range 1. A Baseball Bat, 5 to 13, range 2. So there's like slightly longer range melee weapons, which is kind of interesting. A Switchblade, 4 to 7 damage, range 1. Again, not very good. And we have like Nuka-Cola and booze and pies. Not that useful. So there's a lot of stuff you can pick up. But most of it is just not very useful. Let's see what we have. Healing powder, which heals you, but you lose 1 perception for a bit of time. Lockpicks are kind of important. You can actually equip lockpicks in both hands, and that doubles the bonus, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Shotgun shells gives that to Stitch. Let's see, the club is 6 to 16, range 2. The plunger, 2 to 5, range 2. A crowbar, 4 to 16, range 1. Rusty old monkey wrench, 9 to 19, range 1. Some of these are pretty good melee weapons. But that's like saying it's a pretty good useless thing, because when you look at the stuff you have looted from the first mission, you might think, well, maybe I'll just have a gun in one hand, a knife in the other, and then maybe sometimes I just save ammo and go up and knife someone. That's logically that makes sense, but if you play the game, that's just complete nonsense, because the enemies only get stronger further on in the game, and there's no point using anything but the best guns you have. All of this stuff we've seen before. The Iron Pipe, 3 to 13, range 1. Molotov Cocktail, 9 to 21, range 18. So this is a thrown weapon, it's a grenade. This is 41 to 61, range 15. So you might think, well, that's actually a lot of damage. 41 damage, incendiary. And it is, it's quite good, but it takes 6 action points to throw. Whereas with the gun, you can shoot twice with that many action points. So when it comes down to it, unless you have like a lot of enemies clustered together closely, grenades aren't actually that useful, and you can't throw them very far neither. The range on the grenades are not very good. So again, the opportunities for you to use a lot of this stuff is quite limited compared to like if you have like a sniper rifle and an AK-47, that will serve you for pretty much every situation you find yourself in until very late game when you have to fight robots. So whatever it is that you think you're gonna do with all this stuff, like a spear gun, 3 to 15 damage, range 25, and you think, well, maybe I'll use a spear gun. That's kind of cool. No, don't worry about it. Don't even bother with it. All right. Should I level up? Let's level up as well since we're here. So we're gonna go to character. I'm gonna level up. So level 2, we only have stat points. We're just gonna put everything into small guns until we hit 100 small guns. So that's 75 small guns for me, and then we're gonna go up to 87 small guns for Farsight. And the doctor is 1 level higher than us for some reason. Let's see, so he gets to pick a perk. So perk is bonus hand-to-hand damage, additional 15% damage hand-to-hand. Like again, why? Like why would you go hand-to-hand in this game? Like the game is not balanced, is what I'm trying to say. Like they give you grenades, hand-to-hand weapons, and a lot of other stuff that it's just not good. And so a lot of the stuff is actually not useful. Brown Noser, it says promotions. What you use this for is if you get promoted more quickly, you can recruit higher ranked people more quickly into your squad, which kind of useful but not useful enough to spend a perk on, because other stuff like comprehension, you gain 50% more skill points with reading books. It's not that useful. Flower Child, less likely to be addicted to chems. Gunner, plus 10% chance to hit when firing from a moving vehicle. You just don't fire from moving vehicles very often, so that's not very useful. Here and Now, you immediately gain 1 experience level. You don't need this because you can actually grind. And by the end of the game, you'll reach max level anyway. Well, there's no max level, but you'll reach a high enough level anyway. So that's kind of not useful. Quick Pockets, cost for actions in your inventory are halved, not that useful. Heal much faster, you reduce the AP point, again not useful, but you use the doctor items faster. Less likely to be knocked down in combat, not that useful. Swift Learner gives you 5% additional bonus experience whenever you earn experience. Again, like you might think, well, we level 5% faster, but again, if you add up all the experience points, by the end of the game, you get like 1 extra level or something. Because your experience points, the number of experience points required to level up goes up exponentially. So whatever experience points you earn at the beginning of the game, it's worth nothing by the end of the game. So it's actually not as good as it sounds. A lot of this stuff is just not good at all. Team player, get 10% to all rolls within the influence of other squad members. Maybe. Thief, 1-time bonus 10% to your sneak, lockpick, and steal. So really none of these perks are very good. In fact, we're probably just gonna ditch Stitches as soon as we can, or Stitch, because his perception is not really good enough for the late game. What do we want to give him? Comprehension, no. Brown is a gunner. Here and Now, quick pocket, stats, no. None of this is useful, seriously. Stonewall, team player, I guess team player. 10% to all rolls when within the influence of other squad members. Probably, maybe team player is good. Sneak, steal, traps. Alright, team player. We're not gonna keep him around anyway. We're gonna stick points into small guns until we hit 100. The reason we stop at 100 is because if you put more points into this, it takes 2 points to raise it by 1 increment. So there's really no point putting up any further. Well, not until you've maxed everything else that you want to max. So we're gonna go with small guns and first aid. And done. Alright, and that levels us up. And you can't see it yet, but later on you'll notice like how much difference that makes. We're gonna be much more accurate with our guns later on. Alright, and that's the end of the first mission.
Mission complete, warrior. You have dealt with the raiders without hesitation and without mercy. Well done. Every defeat we hand them lessens their numbers and increases our realm of influence. The primitives you saved will be thankful and fearful of the Brotherhood in the future. This is important since the village must learn to live by our strict rules and thus be free. I have to admit it's been a while since an initiate performed so solidly in his first mission. The fact that your actions prevented the loss of a single primitive's life speaks volumes of your ability. To show their respect, they renamed their Brahmin stud after you. The Brotherhood, however, will look favorably on you for your next review. You're dismissed.
Yay! So in between missions, you travel back to your bunker. And there's stuff out here in the map too, like there's random encounters out in the map, which some of them are useful and some of them are quite deadly. So what I think I'll do is wait until we're higher level and better equipped before we go out there and try and find random encounters and try not to get killed by them. But at the same time, some of the loot that you can get from the random encounters is quite good, so we might want to do that soon, but not so soon that we just die. Alright, and this is the bunker. And I don't think there's anything to loot in the lockers. Like, I think they're all just empty. I don't remember for sure though, so I might just go around and open every single locker. I'll do this once, I guess. Well, you only have to do it once because at least you have to do it once for each bunker. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the locker. You can try and steal things from other people too. Like if we go inside the bunker, you'll see that there's people in here, and you can like steal things from these guys, like steal their ammo and weapons. But then if you get caught, they'll kill you. Let me just save the game for you. Let me save the game, and what do we have? Steal is 21% on Farsight. So let me just have Farsight come over here. Sneak. Alright, she can't sneak. Let me just crouch. Can't sneak. Let me just steal. So you can like, oh look, super stimpak. Oh look, weapons, right? Awesome. Nope, caught. And dead. So they have quite powerful weapons. And you can try to steal from them. And if your steal skill is high enough, you can actually steal from them. But it's not that useful. I mean, this bit of ammo, there's a stimpak, is not. And dead. So, don't do that. Don't do that. It's entertaining though. It's kind of funny, but like you don't get much out of it. So again, like you can go into your character, like maybe every time you level up, you rank up your steal skill to 100, and then you steal a bit of ammo from these guys, and you don't really get anything out of it, because this game is like in the real Fallout games, that might actually be quite profitable. But in Fallout Tactics, it's useless. Like things like steal and pilot and barter and gambling and this stuff, like it's just not. Just don't need this stuff because this game is just about killing things. What we do want to do though is have our best barter person, whoever that is, do the bartering. Oh look, so Stitch has like barter 40, so he's gonna get somewhat better prices. if we use him to trade everything. Let me just move Stitch here.
At ease, warrior. I'm Octavius. I oversee your equipment. You will sign for all equipment issued. You will not leave until I am satisfied with your full compliance to regulations. Is that understood? Good. Now that you know the drill, let's get down to business.
Actually, before we do this, let me just see if I can recruit someone. So we don't want to like sell the stuff and then have to buy it back again just to give it to our new recruit.
Welcome, warrior. I am the personnel yeoman for the Brotherhood. If you want to put together a squad, you talk to me. So, what can I do for you?
Who can we recruit someone? So we want to look at the stats. Perception 6, Strength 9. Basically, these two stats are the most important. 9 and 6 is not good. I want high perception. 6 and 5, that's not very good. 7 and 5 is not good. 5 and 8. But he doesn't have the small guns perk. I mean, possibly, like he's kind of agile enough to be a good gunner, a good sniper. 6 and 6. 8 and 7. But she's for some reason a melee person. So none of your beginning recruits are all that good. I think I don't recruit any of these guys. Like, he's not bad, but he's not good neither. Basically you get better recruits later on. The game is kind of easier if you have more people though. So we do want to recruit people as they become available, and we can't just recruit him and then get rid of him again afterwards when we don't need him anymore. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, the game is easier with more team members. Let me get the guy with the decent perception. Let's see, he's a sneaking, lockpick, melee weapons. Alright, let's hire this guy. And we don't need the other ones because they have low perception. Alright, so we're gonna move Robin over here, give him a hunting rifle and some ammo, and welcome him to the team. Alright, we're gonna go aggressive, inventory. Robin has nothing. Alright, so we're gonna move all the stuff we don't want to Stitch, because Stitch is going to be the trader for us, at least for now. Beretta, I should probably give better sidearms. Alright, melee weapons, we don't want any melee weapons. Usually I hold on to the drugs, but the drugs aren't that useful neither. Let's see, I think Stitch is encumbered, yeah, that's fine. So I think I'm gonna give her that pistol. And then get rid of that ammo there. Give him the melee weapons. Colt 40, oh, do I have two of these? Okay, I have two Colt 45s. Let me give the other Colt. We don't have enough ammo for it. I only have 21 ammo there. Get rid of all this. Get rid of that. Broken bottles. You can sell broken bottles for money, that's kind of funny actually. You can sell rocks for money too. Alright, booze, all of this stuff we don't want, all of this stuff we don't want. Alright, so anyone guns and healing items, maybe a few drugs. So he can't move because he's too heavy. So I'm gonna give Robin one of those. What's a good sidearm to give him? Colt 45. Colt sometimes don't stack for some reason. I guess the Beretta or the Uzi. I should probably give them the Uzis. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's give Farsight and Uzi. Give Robin and Uzi. Actually no, let's just keep the Colt on Farsight. We'll give Robin the Uzi, and he actually needs ammo. We have ammo, 57 of those, and let's give him like 200 of those. I guess Stitches. Wait a minute. Why is Stitches using a? Where's my shotgun? Why is he using a hunting rifle? Alright, shotgun for Stitches and burst for the Uzi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, good. So he's got his guns. Maybe give him a few more bullets.